Today we're going to talk about prepositions. So you're probably thinking, what is a preposition? A preposition is simply a word that just shows a relationship between a noun and another word. They usually come before the noun and give us information about either time, place, or direction. So now you're probably thinking, what? I still don't get it. Huh? Prepositions, how can they help me? Actually, prepositions are really helpful. Let's look at some examples. In this picture, we see a cat, a dog, a boy, and a girl. But what are they doing? Where are they standing? We can use prepositions to answer those questions. Where is the cat standing? Well, it's standing in the doorway, on the bed, and in front of the bookcase. So is the dog. The little girl and the little boy, they're also on their bed or in front of the bookcase. So in all of those sentences, I used a preposition to tell you where they are. Let's look at more. Same thing here. Where are they standing? The little girl, where is she going? What is she doing? What direction are they going? It looks like the girl and the boy are jumping over their chair. The cat and the dog, they look like they're jumping over the chair, and they are all sitting under the table. So, how are prepositions helping you? That's a good question. Here are some more examples. One more. What are they doing now? They're all standing behind the chair, next to the lamp or the fence. So prepositions are really helpful. They can tell us 3 specific things. So let's start with location. How do prepositions tell us the location of something? Well, we'll use the classroom as an example later. If I was to try and find my daughter, how would you tell me where to look for her? Well, right now you could say, she's right there. Where? That doesn't help me. Try again. She's over there. Well, where? That still didn't help me. Let's try to be more specific. Now she's on the chair. That's a little better. Now she's underneath the orange tree. Hi, Kaylee. And now she's under the chair. Using prepositions to show location can be really helpful. Now let's look at how prepositions tell us the time. When telling time, the 3 most common prepositions used are at, on, or in. These are prepositions that we use every day. We just don't realize it. Let's look at some examples. Here are just a few, but they're pretty common. We say sentences like that on a regular basis. These prepositions help show the relationship between 2 words. For example, I have a meeting at 9 a.m. tells us the relationship between the time of day and what's going to happen at that time. The last type of preposition shows us the direction. No, not that kind of direction. This kind of direction. Sometimes it's really easy to get these prepositions that show us direction confused with the ones that tell us location. Looking at this picture, I bet you could write a sentence that tells me, which way is this man going? You would have to use a preposition like over, up, around, things like that. Those are all prepositions that tell me the direction he's going. These are pretty common. I bet you could use each one of these in a sentence. Looking at these examples, hopefully you get a pretty good idea of how we use prepositions to show direction. Later on in this unit, we're going to talk about prepositional phrases. They're kind of like a formula or a recipe that uses prepositions, but we'll talk about that another day. But something to think about. They just tell us basically what we've been talking about. Like I said before, prepositions are pretty important, and again, we use them all the time. You just don't even think about it. What about when you're at home or in the classroom? If you're looking for something that you lost, you have to use a preposition to find it. Or you have to use a preposition to tell where it is. Without that preposition, it might take a while. Alright, time to practice. We're going to play one of my favorite games, I Spy, but the rules are a little different. You have to ask me yes or no questions using a preposition to see if you can find the object that I have chosen. For example, if the object that I chose was the flag at the front of the classroom, you would have to ask, is it at the front of the classroom? And I would say yes. You can't ask, is it red? That doesn't have a preposition in it. So let's think of some questions that have prepositions in them in order to figure out what I'm thinking of. Alright, that was fun. Let's wrap this up. Prepositions are everywhere, guys. Even in the books that you read. Can you see a preposition on this page? Just think, when you're at home, I don't think all of our bathrooms are this organized. I know mine's not. So if I need to know which toothbrush is mine, I need to use a preposition. I can't just say, it's that one, or right there. I need to use a preposition, especially if it looks like this. Yeah, prepositions are really helpful. I don't want to use someone else's toothbrush, do you? So let's review one more time. What is a preposition? Do you remember? It's just a word or group of words that are used to show either direction, location, or time. These are just a few examples of the most commonly used prepositions, but trust me, there's a lot more. So next time you're trying to give directions to somebody, see how many prepositions you use. Because like I said, we use them all the time.